So we have Jojo. Where's Jojo?
Okay.
I don't even know how to describe Jojo. I never do, but she's always hugely popular. Hugely popular. What's going on outside your house? They're cleaning the lap. No, I'm not even going to ask.
Yeah, you know it's ridiculousness. You know it is a ongoing Muppet show outside, which obviously we now broadcast. I broadcast it, and everyone has a good laugh at their expense. The naughty people who are trying to suppress stuff, but we've won. We've won, and this is why this work is so important.
Well, okay, tell us, Jojo, tell us who you are and what you're doing today.
Okay, so thank you, Anne. And can I just say thank you to Maria because that was a perfect way for me to connect into the universe for a good starter. So that was wonderful. My name's Joanna Hutchinson. I am known as the Quantum Seeker on various platforms. Got a few of our wonderful followers from TikTok on here. I have a website which is like a spiritual WikiLeaks, which is why I've got the naughty people outside. I am a future vision coach and an FLP practitioner, and I've trained obviously with the wonderful Anne. And this is really how my gifts have been, my superpowers have been enhanced, been activated, and I love doing this work. It is fabulous. Yes, so that's a bit about me.
Okay, well, I'll hand over to you, Jojo. She's always got something inspiring and interesting to say. So, what is it you're doing today?
So I'm going 150 years into the future. So in a moment, Anne, if you don't mind, I
Hmm.
will just ask you to just do a very short intro to take me across to 150 years. Obviously, already tapped into kind of universal cosmic energies via Maria's meditation.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to ask everybody that's on here if they are keen for this. So when I journey, what happens, the way I connect into cosmic intelligence and go into various different dimensions, one of the things I'm able to do is either activate people or trigger their gifts that they don't know that they have, or help them raise their vibration. But, you know, we live in a world of free will. So if that is something you're interested in while I'm journeying, then either please say yes out loud or just say yes in your mind's eye. And then hopefully, you know, you can pick up on some of that other information that I pull in to enhance your knowledge and your situation and get some really cool, exciting stuff through, which you may either get right now. And so please, if you do, take notes, even if it's crazy, the crazier the better, please. We don't like normal stuff here. You might find it that you get it in your dreams this evening or tonight, so or when you're just daydreaming over the next couple of days. So that could all be very exciting. So I'm hoping that everybody will, over the next few days, will get something from this, and then we will journey and see what's available to us. So, Anne, if you wouldn't mind just doing a very short.
Yeah, I'll take you 150 years in the future. By the way, don't forget, because a lot of people are asking for details, but it gets chaotic when people are posting their contact and people instead of doing the meditation are posting stuff and people trying to find it. You're all on the practitioner page. So you're all going to be on the Future Vision Training Facebook page. So everyone's going to be on there and you'll be sent all the details, I promise. So I promise you won't be left without details or give me a shout. I'll put you in touch with people because I'm in touch with all of you. Okay. So my camera's not right, so do excuse me, the view's all wrong. So Jojo, we know her affectionately as Jojo. Make yourself comfortable, my dear. Just close your eyes and focus on your breathing. As you focus on your breathing, you will naturally start to relax. And as you relax, you feel your chest and your tummy rise and fall with each breath that you take. You just feel yourself sinking down and down and down as you relax more and more and more. I just want you to imagine you're standing out in nature on a beautiful day. The air is beautiful, sweet, and clean. With each breath you take, you relax more and more. And as you relax, you look up at the perfectly blue sky. And you notice just one cloud. And as you watch, it floats down beside you, floats a few inches from the ground. And you climb onto the cloud. You allow the cloud to carry you up and up and up into the air. You feel safe and loved on the cloud, soft and cozy. And soon you're looking down on the garden below. Somehow you know behind you is the past and in front of you is the future. And in a moment you're going to float forward, and you're going to float forward 150 years. And you'll give us some insight as to what's happening at that time. So you're floating on your cloud, and you're floating forward, forward, forward through time, forward through time, forward through time, 50 years. So much change is happening. Forward, forward, forward through time, forward, 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 100 years. Everything feels so different, and you're floating forward, 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 forward to 150 years from your present time, and you're floating down and down and down and down and arriving at 150 years, where you'll get a sense and pick up all sorts of things that are happening at that time. Just with your own thoughts, you can ask what you need to see. And I'll leave you at that 150-year mark.
Or energetically, it feels very different. It feels very fresh is the best. Very clear, fresh, engaging, very, very different. It's a higher vibrational energy that we've been able to really, that's available for us to walk into. I don't know if it's available to everybody, but certainly those who have made decisions to move forward are very tapped into a very fresh, positive energy. I can hear a lot of laughter, in the background. It's just feeling so bright, so positively bright. We're really, as people, we are really engaging in many different ways that we didn't see possible. So some of this information has been bleeding through over the last 24, 36 hours. And I think that was to help me to tap into these energies where we are very much, it's about finding, we're very much working and cohabiting and kind of working as communities with our, very much as our kind of soul families. Now, as our current experience, we've been led to believe about our soul families is about who we connect with and who we feel comfortable with, and those people that are like-minded and open-minded. If you know, if you're interested in something like a future vision, many people have been isolated for a long time and felt like the phrase that's used is kind of a black sheep within their family structures or their local communities or in the workplace, for their ability to think in a very different way because of their frequency. But how this is, the soul connection, the soul family is very, very different. So what's happening now at the moment, that people are connecting to their tribe, it really is very much like a kind of tribal way of living where there seems to be some kind of specialist knowledge and skills and gifts that each tribe, I mean, these are obviously large tribes, but if we think about the kind of traditional tribe lineage that let's say the lower vibrational groups of people have been busy removing for eons of years, it's more like that. But actually we are coming together. It's very cosmic, so it's very much about the for the people who work with the future. It's the starseed lineage. It's understanding who you are, why you have the gifts you have. The DNA has been activated, so DNA is completely changing your structure of who you are, how you see things, the gifts, the how we think. We think in totally different ways. How we communicate, we won't really be using the English language so much, because that was something that was more forced upon us, because it holds the spelling of the lower vibrational beings that had such a large element of control for so many thousands of years. So this is very much more a lighter language. We don't currently have words for ways of communicating, ways of understanding that cosmic intelligence that's been here within the galaxies. We'll have many visitors from other galaxies, other planets. This is what we're going to connect into. So we will be learning and growing our gifts within each of these communities, but there won't be the divisive 3D energy that's been on this planet for so long. It won't be you're in one, you're in another element. It's very much about specializing in these communities so that we then work together and have fun and share stories and exchange knowledge. And we are in awe of the magic that has been brought to this planet, and we are in awe and excited, like more like a child. The humanity will hold more of a child's energy, where everything is new and it's special, being very much trained that there is everything sits within this box and there is nothing really much to learn. We just on the wheel per se. But this is very different, and we are seeing that taking place now for those who are open-minded and for those who want to reach into their birthright, which is abundance and joy and peace. Peace is so prevalent upon the planet. The water has been freed, the air has been freed, the weather will not exist as it does now. The sky will be different colors. We will be tapping into the consciousness of the standing stones, which are supercomputers within themselves. If you think about even today's workings of how a computer works, it uses quartz, these standing stones, and they have ancient knowledge, and they are galactic points that connect with other information points around the galaxy, which everything's so different. We will not have the planes flying in the sky. That will not happen. We will be traveling through portals that are available, very much like Star Trek, which was obviously channeled. That's where the original workings came from. So everything, if you look at something like Star Trek, everything that you see is kind of a possibility. Only this planet, so our understanding of what this planet is, what it is here for, how she operates, it's completely where our minds are going to be blown when we find out what is really going on. Now that is going to happen over a series of a period, because it's too much for us to be able to take on board. But there's rapid change, and 150 years of our times per se, because time won't exist in the same way. It's a man-made configured structure to to put us in a loop, to have an element of that control, which relates to the hamster wheel. So our understanding of time and space will be completely different. Very, very joyous. So much. I can feel that even the sea is happy, and the rivers and the lakes and the land and the dimensions that already exist on this planet, which we've been told are just fairy tales and don't exist, will be open for us, and there'll be a crossover. We will have the return of the dragons in various formats. They're already starting to come in esoterically, but we will see them physically, and we will be working with different. We'll have visitors from visitors from different planets, different galaxies. There'll be such a comradeship, exact opposite energy from what is currently on Earth, where anybody that's different is ostracized. They're not, oh, I don't like that. It's going to be the opposite. So it will be attractive. Oh my gosh, that's something new. Wow, what can I learn from you? We will have the elders will return. So much is returning, so much was hidden, either on purpose, so humanity would not know who they were, so they could not rise. Many things. So many things have been hidden in secret energetic portals. This is why you will see many ancient artifacts, magical artifacts even, that hold their own vibration. I've been waiting to come alive. It's a bit like the Camelot story, the Camelot, that it will return when the time is right, with Merlin and Thoth and the age of magic. And there'll be so much to see and do and experience. And our age we will be there. If we choose to be, we will be there in 150 years. So any of us here now, if we choose to be, we will experience that. The lifetime has been cut short by those darker forces. We should live a lot longer. This is about an experience and a choice. And the future children of those years will listen to us in awe as we tell the stories of how this planet once operated. But there is a window of opportunity coming through for those who would like to either maybe reach out into their physical bodies and their light elements that are available, to pick up old gifts that they may have had in previous experiences, whether it be on this planet or other planets. Now we know time is just a form of trickery, so they're kind of available, but that gets a bit complex for our 3D mind understanding. So there are some gifts you've held before that are available to you. If you'd like to tap into those, you can, or you may want to ask for a future gift or have a DNA activation. So if you take a moment and tap into what probably your higher self is guiding you, ask them, take a moment. Just going to sit here just for a few moments and see if people can just tap in and ask that question. Get any answers, please just scroll it down. If you can't really read it afterwards, it's just a reminder. Or I'm also kind of being told, just have a pen and paper because around you for the next day or so, because it may pop in. And trust me, these things, when it comes through etheric, you think, I'll definitely remember it. It's a bit like a dream, and then it's gone. So it's good. Or if you can do a word association to it, if you're driving, for instance, and you don't want crashing cars. So there is so some of you will be experiencing DNA activations. This is what they have tried to stop, and they cannot. We have crossed over into what we call 2025. It is not possible. Many exciting things are about to happen. They're trying to hide it from us, so just know. So when we start having what we would call from our earth experience, crazy ideas, intuition, or finding out, being told you've got a gift, or you're going to be a leader in this or a leader in that, because many of you, in fact all of you on this call, will have a leadership quality. Now that may be on a global scale, that may be within your community. It may be that you're inspiring the next lot of people who are going on their waking journey. So please know that there is a huge scope of change. Nothing will be the same. Nothing. It will be hard when you're still here in 150 years, if you choose to be so. It will be hard for you to remember this here and now. You won't feel the old pains, the old traumas. That will be a very, very distant memory. Nothing will be the same. That excitement and that awe that we will feel will override all the pain that we've been through. Things are speeding up. Things are moving towards us. There are ways that we can just step into it and pull things that we want towards us. That conditioning of the lack of the past few generations, the small, but I'm only human. No. We step into our humanity with our global connections, and we experience much, much more. We have to be brave. We are the way showers. We must show others what a difference we can make. And it's only really by transforming our lives that we will show others that they can do it too. So transcendence, transformation, they are pivotal. The next, 2025 and the next 5 years is all about transformation, change. One thing you think, 1 minute it's this, the next minute it's that. It's going to be a bit chaotic, but just know chaos is also a form of magic. So this is tap into the chaos magic and know that manifestation your ability will speed up rapidly. So start doing it with tiny things, small things. Try I'd like a box of chocolates, and use that as a manifestation. And for all you know, you might have a knock on the door in an hour with a neighbour with a box of chocolates. So just start playing and experimenting, because we've been very much led to believe that is just for children and adults don't do that. And that shuts us off from a realm of opportunity. It's all about the realms of opportunity, expanding our mind, expanding our quantum hearts, and understanding that we move into this quantum reality, which is the beginnings of it now. And everything will be different. So you have an opportunity to be ahead of the game, to be well in advance, to be that way shower, to gain everything, to transcend all your challenges, all your issues. You've come here for a reason right now. And you will also be transforming and transcending your whole ancestral line, which will also go towards healing this planet. And do you have any questions? I'm not sure how much time we've been through.
You're doing great. It's 1:45, so you've got another sort of 10 minutes. But
it feels like hours your way. That's the thing. You get so much information. Yeah.
You've given us so much. It's almost like I need to transcribe it and go through it, because there's so much information there. So while Jojo's at that point at 150 years, has anybody got anything they'd like to ask? Hey, go ahead, Christine. You might need to that's it.
Jojo, can I just ask, with Insight, we we are slaves to so much at the minute. Does health and diet change in the future with less reliance or no reliance on big pharma and things like that?
That is all gone. When I say everything has changed, I mean everything has changed. We are empowered beings. We are sovereign beings. We have given our power away because we have been mind controlled into doing that. That won't that pharmaceutical, industrial, whole kind complex all be gone. That's all that would be dismantled in 150 years. We're looking back, going, "Whoa, who remembers that? Wow, can't believe that some of us fell for that." That will be completely gone. It will be very much more um, a tapping into the energies. And this may be, so some of us who are here for this darker time when we are fighting the darkness and bringing into the light, our bodies could well require denser type foods for a while as we go through this journey, but the new ones that come onto this planet, they'll have very much a different relationship to foods. There won't be the giant supermarket additive, that all gone. All of that completely doesn't exist. That is all part of the that's all part of the it's difficult sometimes to think of the 3D word, the darker matrix, and that will all be completely gone. So this is, there'll be certain, when I talk about these different communities, there will be those who kind of specialize in this, and we'll have we'd already from now to the 150 years, we will be going on a rapid journey of tapping in via the Arcturians, many other cosmic forces who will channel via various people advanced technology, and you're starting to already to see it, but that will happen on a rapid change. So we will be using light frequencies, we'll be given different tools and techniques where we can heal our bodies and actually take them into an advanced stage.
Brilliant. Marilyn's got a question.
Hi,
Yeah, just
Marilyn.
question. I've got two questions. Number one, did you get that telepathy is part of the way that we'll be communicating in that future?
It's already happening. It's already happening. So if you think, and I'm guessing you're asking this question because you can already use telepathy. Now, many of us can. Many of us have been able to do that since we've been here, which has caused anxiety and a bit of paranoia. And the lighter side, when I say paranoia, that's a term that kind of we use where we feel like people are talking about us or they're thinking things about us, because we know they are, because we can hear them. So telepathy will be very much more of a way where we won't need to use this English language that's been forced upon us. It'll be much more of a lighter language and experience. So telepathy is something else that we need to play with. It's all about play, because that holds, I'm being shown a bunch of keys here. So it holds keys for us. So as we start experimenting, and we also know that there will come a stage where there probably won't be, for a few days, communications networks and possibly even power. And this is how people who do this kind of work will be able to connect to each other. We're already establishing those telepathy skills.
And is there anything very quickly that we can bring back 150 years to help us in the present time with what many of us are going through and what we're witnessing in the world?
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, I know. I know exactly what you mean. Okay. I'm getting quite a lot of information, but it's all a bit disparate at the moment. So there are the ways that we have been taught for a long time, but they just become more valid, more key and critical. So it is at times of great challenge, great challenge that are coming, that we will be shown. We just need to remember it is a stage. It is their reality. It's not a reality that we want to play in anymore. And our reality is for being formed in the right here and now. So it doesn't matter what we are shown on their devices, whether it be the television or the media or their puppet type organizations. We need to understand that we, as I have said many times previously, and so many other people, we have to think of it in terms of a Truman Show. It is a Truman Show. And so as we are presented with more and more craziness, we just know that this is the end. This is the dying off. This is not something we want to engage with. So it's okay to sometimes drop your frequency. If as we experience certain things, are all targeted to us. But the important thing is rising back up. So the availability of that new earth, the new earth creation, working with those new earth people, those people who have a desire for a better world, a better life. So step away from the naysayers who say it can't be done and it can't happen, and just know that every single day the new light codes that are coming onto this planet is something that we will be able to tap into. So there is a new torus field being created upon our new earth. So it is, if you can, when the morning comes, the rising of the sun, if you have an opportunity, take a moment to do some very short, three breaths is really all you need to tap into. So try and tap into, breathe into, focus on bringing in, with the intention of bringing in that new light, the new light codes. This is one of the reasons they obviously try and make the sun physically to our eyes not available. So just imagine the sun is there. Just feel as if you're on holiday somewhere, basking in the sun, or a beautiful English summer's day, which become less and less. But we tap into those codes and we ask for them. They will then be integrated into our body when we are ready, and we all have our own pace depending on what kind of agreement was when we come here. But that will help our force fields, our personal force fields, to protect us from the outer shenanigans. And that is going to speed us. So every day is literally a new day, and there's new availability, new information, new experiences, and you will just by seeing the joy and the abundance start coming into you personally, that will give you more confidence to keep doing this, because it will be in your reality that you're creating in the here and now.
Amazing. Tate's got a question. Tate, are you there? Do you want to?
Yes. Thanks, Anne. Just very quickly. I mean, I've tried to tune in as Jojo's gone to the future. It's really a question about the darkness and the heaviness that's here at present. It just feels like it's still there in the future, but how has their role changed? It just seems to be a lot lessened, but they are still there. I mean, can Jojo please talk about that? I mean, what can you sense about the darkness and the heaviness that's present now, and how they are?
So I know in my current experience, because of the work I do, that the tippy top of the very top pyramid that most people don't even know exists has already been removed. So what we're watching is everything implode. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So it's so much contradiction. So what you'll find is it's kind of, we know that there is a current agenda to reduce, heaps. But what would happen is actually, as because we live in an inverse society, so as that is flipped the other way, what will happen is those people who tap into the light and continue to work or start to work with the consciousness will have a longer lifetime span, where those who have been involved in the dark and decide not to step up will kind of have that, what they tried to do to the other side, reflected upon them, and it won't be in their world, and it will get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So there will be pockets, but because we've chosen different timelines, it won't be noticeable to us. So if they want to play in the dark in their small pockets, they don't have our children are safe, the animals are safe. They don't have the powers they once had, so they've become very insignificant. So many of them will choose to go and play, for want of a better term, elsewhere.
Amazing.
So it's very, very different.
That's amazing. So we got a question. What's this? Sorry, the questions are coming up before I can get to them. Let me, if I can have a look at this one. So somebody just said that it seems like an awful long time away, 150 years, before things get better. But you wasn't actually saying that things won't get better until then. You're just saying we just happen to be looking at 150 years.
Absolutely. The rapid change, the rapid change has started now. So it's been seeded. This is what many of the light workers, starseeds, came here to do. What's going to happen is people are going to find out who they really are. So we're not these humans. And when they say, I don't mean we find out, oh, we're a bit more powerful than we thought. No. You're going to find the reason this higher dimensionality was suppressed before is because many of the cosmic masters tried to do it from the outside and failed. So what's happened is we have stepped into this on planet. So many of you are already ascended masters, you just don't know it. Many of you are highly gifted. Many of you are on galactic councils. You just don't know. And that is what is going to come to light over the next few years. You're going to find out who you really are. None of this human stuff. And that is really once people realize who they are, how to connect with their galactic families, their different galactic councils, the ancient mastery will return. The water will be activated, which is one of the highest intelligence forms, and the crystals are activated. The change is just rapid. It's something, because of what we've been shown previously, we can't really imagine that much change that quickly. But this will be, every day will be like living in a wonderful, magical adventure movie. So the Wizard of Oz, gone.
I love this.
Very, very, very different, very different. And time, the 150 man years that we call the man years aren't really, that concept doesn't exist, but they're the kinds of things that we will be shown.
This is amazing. I know we got Catty on soon, but I'm just going to quickly read you out the comments. Raf, hi Raf, you're here. I saw a pyramid made of glass bricks giving off energy. I saw a big metal heart that was unlocked, and it represents humanity's heart as a whole. I knew I was there at the time. Yes, see you there, Raf. I'll be there as well. Jake said, brings tears to my eyes, a great remembering. Marilyn said, naturepreneur. I like that. Yeah, it's great. Raf saying it's brilliant. Christine, me too. I really get that. Sam said, what about schools? Are they transformed or gone? If you can answer that quick, because I know Catty's due up.
On a really quick level, this has already come in for me. Think Harry Potter. Harry Potter was channeled. Harry Potter is all about this is why so many kids have been absolutely obsessed with it. Just think Harry Potter, that is our next stage, and then it will expand from there. So all That is how our kind of schooling, but on a lighter side, there won't be the Malfoys of this world there. So very much that has started already. This is where you see those, the whole, that's all part of the mind control, the Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, all gone. So this is all about joyous learning. This isn't forced upon people. So this will be, and there are many educators already working in the background that are ready to step up into these new leadership roles as we kind of transform and move across. So it's all about developing the bridge at the moment for where we're going to go, where humanity and New Earth is, and there's a lot of work about the bridging, and there's millions of people, healers, teachers, whatever we used to give those traditional names for. If you think about careers, I mean, this came in the other day, who gets to go to their careers master and say, okay, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a wizard? Do you want to be a herb? Do you want to be a natural remedy healer? Do you want to work with the galactic councils? Do you want to be an engineer on the fixing the portals when they don't work? It's going to be very much completely different. So it's all about working with people at the moment who have the capacity to see the potentiality and work on that bridge. So we can all scoot across and go, bugger off, you lot. And off we go.
Joe, people want more, so it's difficult to know how much time to allow for each section. People want more. What I will do is I'll make sure you're all in contact with Jojo. She's very big on TikTok, got a great following there. All sorts of stuff happens around her and
That's
to her.
That's why the other side don't like me, right?
But I will
put in a new world. Woo!
let me